All right, Shalom. Shalom, shalom. All right, shalom. All right, shalom. Before I get started with this live lesson, hey, shalom. Before I get started with this live lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring in the house of David, the elect, that's pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and all you sincere believers in Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. This is various topics. The testimony we hold is faithful and true. All right. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's been delivering nothing less but a prophecy, man. Okay. And everything that the Lord does, let's share the screen. Everything that the Lord does is right on time, man. All right. Without a shadow of a doubt. All right. This came out today. Okay. This came out yesterday, actually, Salakia. This came out yesterday, October 14th. Okay. We here, man. Okay. The testimony we hold is faithful and true. All right. No doubt about it. No denying it. Okay. Pursuant to what Luke chapter 21? Let's get that real quick. Okay. Before I read the article. All right. This is Luke chapter 21. All right. Bear with me. Let me switch the screen up here. All right. Beautiful. Back in Luke chapter 21. In verse 15, and it reads, it says, "For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all of your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist." All right. The truth can't be debunked. All right. There's no coming against this thing, man. Okay. These people know that we have the truth, and the testimony that we hold is faithful and true, man. Okay. So none of your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, man. You see, let's get this too. Isaiah 34 and 16. All right. There's Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, "Seek you out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai." Excuse me. Salakia. Isaiah 34 and 16. It says, "Seek you out of the book of the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai," and read. What is that? The Bible, the scriptures. Okay. No one of these shall fail, meaning none of the prophecies that are written shall fail. All right. Like I said, the Lord has not came short yet. And I'm going through this lesson because we're almost out of here, man. Salvation is on the way. The 144,000 will be delivered right along with the 1/3. Okay. That great and large multitude that's been destined to be delivered. All right. But it says, no one of these shall fail. None shall want our mate. All right. Nothing else. No other book out there can be compared to the Bible, man. All right. There's no controversy surrounding Islam. All right. The Quran. There's no controversy surrounding Black consciousness, Pan-Africanism. Right. Nobody's talking about that shit. Okay. Everybody's talking about the scriptures, the truth that's going out, who we are as the Lord's people, the Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics. All right. People are talking about that. It says, none shall want our mate, for my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit have gathered them. All right. And we've been gathered through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right. He has gathered up the elect. All right. He's opened our minds. All right. To be able to grasp this word. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is supping with us. Verse 17, it says that he have cast them, Salaki, and he have cast a lot for them, going into the prophets. Okay. Every man in the faith, I should say, every prophet has been blessed according to his measure of faith. All right. The Lord has given the prophets the talents to go out and forward the ministry. It says he have cast lot for them, and he have divided it unto them by line. Yeah, the portion of spirit, the talents. Right? It says they shall possess it forever, meaning if that particular individual was a prophet, he will come back in his lot again in the reincarnation and come back in his very lot as being a prophet, man. It says what? That he shall possess it forever, that lot. From generation to generation shall they dwell therein. So once again, the prophets of Yahweh Shem Yahushua are back in this last generation, giving you the truth, giving you the true testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So let's go back to the article. As I said earlier, man, everything is right on time. All right. So read it on. All right, Salakia. So read it on. This came out yesterday. Fox News 5 New York. Biohacking humans. People implanting, you know what, in hands and heads. Straight out the scriptures, man. Let's get it. Come on. Gotta get it. You can't make this up. Okay? This is the Lord, man. All right? Revelation 13:16, straight to the point. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. People implanting CHIPS in hands and heads. Okay? We are at the end. This shit is about to go down. Right? And that no man might buy or sell, save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. There you go, man. The CBDC, the central banking digital currency, which is going to be forwarded by the MARK, the Charagma. Okay. Esau is going to rule over the people through this new monetary system, and he's going to enslave the world into digital slavery. This is the trap, the snare. This is the like it says in Job, the 20th chapter, you know, pretty much at the fullness of his sufficiency, man. We here. We're at the height of his enterprise. Okay? This thing is about to get mandated. Hey, we're about to see prophecies speed up even more now. Yahweh Shah is on the way back. Biohacking humans, people implanting CHIPS in hands and heads. Come on, man. We hold the true testimony. The testimony that we hold is faithful and true. All right, reading on, it says, New York is a technological advancement that seemed incomprehensible a generation ago and now appears inevitable. You see? And starting with our apostles and elders of GMS Great Millstone, all right, they prophesied about this prior to 2007, before they got on YouTube. They've been giving you the proper breakdown on what this device was and how it was going to come in the end. And we are clearly at the end. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. This thing is inevitable. All right. It says, from a charagma implanted subdermally, which means under the skin. Okay. To a robot learning to imagine itself and its own purpose. A tiny microprocessor implanted directly on the brain. They shall receive a MARK in their right hand or in their forehead. Okay. because your spirit, your pineal gland, if you will, all right, it sits in your brain. It's in your forehead. Okay, Esau is trying to tap into your spirit with this device. Okay, how can you not see that? All right, it says our lives are going to be completely intertwined with robots and AI. Okay, increasingly, you see that? Going back to what? This man's philosophy of what? Of transhumanism, merging man with machine. Okay, see, you people out there thought this was some sci-fi shit, man. Okay, this is what this man really is trying to do. He's trying to achieve, okay, spiritual power on the left-hand side, if you will. All right, in the lack of better words. All right, this man is forwarding a false, a false kingdom under pseudoscience, man. Okay, because really this pseudoscience is just a cloak for Satanism. This is all it is, man. Okay, this is his enterprise that he's trying to push. Reading it again, our lives are going to be intertwined with robots and artificial intelligence increasingly in complex ways that we can't even imagine today, said Columbia University engineering and data science professor Hod Lipson. He describes it as the inevitable fusing of the physical and digital worlds, you see. Esau is trying to merge the physical realm with the digital realm. This is why you have the metaverse. This is why you have this, all of this bullshit, right? Okay, this is all part of Esau's transhumanism, merging man with machine, nanotech. Okay, becoming cyborgs, robots. All right, this is all the signs and lying wonders of Satan, man. All right. It said, man, let's get that real quick. I always bring that out. Let's go there real quick. And we'll grab some more scriptures. I just want to read on. Let's get this real fast. The man of lawlessness. It says the point. 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and that's coming by the way of the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. All right, because we know that Yahweh Shai is on his way, and he's coming with pure power. All right, he's coming with the forces of the heavenly angels. Okay, he should not meet thee as a man, as he said in Isaiah 47. Verse 9. Even him who's coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right, this is that pseudoscience, this technology. All right, his transhumanism, all this thing. These are all the things that he's coming with. Okay, let's go back. He describes it as the inevitable fusing of the physical and digital worlds. In his robotics lab on the Manhattan campus, groundbreaking projects are underway. We want robots to understand what they are, how they move, and how they operate, he said. It's sophisticated. It's sophisticated machine learning, allowing the robot to literally wake up and discover itself, man. All right? It's that Terminator shit, man. It says, with that knowledge, it can imagine itself into the future, he said. It's an extension of human thought, allowing mankind and machine to exist more efficiently. Okay? We are at the height of its efficiency, man. All right? I'll read a little bit more. I'll come back to it. Let's get some scriptures. Because what are we talking about here? The testimony. All right? This is Revelation 19. All right? Revelation 19, we'll start at verse 7 here. All right? The marriage of the Lamb. Okay? This is Revelation 19 and 7. Revelation 19 and 7, and it reads, it says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready. All right, going back to who? Those wise virgins. that trimmed their lamps, that made themselves ready for the coming of the Lord. Okay, let's get that. And we'll finish it out. That's Matthew 20. That's Matthew 25. All right. So this is the book of Matthew, chapter 25. And let's go to, we'll just start at the top here, the parable of the 10 virgins. All right. Matthew 25:1, it says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom, which is Yahushua. All right. Verse 2, it says, and 5 of them were wise and 5 were foolish. All right. So the 5 that were wise represents the elect. Okay. And the 5 were foolish will represent 2/3, right along with you false prophets. All right. And you hirelings. Okay. Verse 3, Matthew 25:3, it says, they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. You see that? So those foolish virgins, they took their lamps, but they didn't take any oil with them. All right. Because what that means and what that's going into. All right. You have these false prophets out there. All right. That are not preparing themselves. They're not teaching the word righteously. All right. They're not giving you the full truth. They don't really have the oil. All right. That's why they were considered as the foolish virgins. Right. It says, verse 4, it says, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. So those wise virgins, as we're going to read into, they're preparing themselves, they're making themselves ready. All right. But also they would be teaching the word correctly and righteously. Okay. They have the oil, they have the truth. Okay. They have they have on those spiritual garments as well too. So they won't be that they won't be found naked. Verse 5, it says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. Verse 6, at midnight there was a cry made going into the awakening of the Israelites. Okay. Behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. You see? Yahweh Shem Yahushai and the host of angels are on the way. They're coming. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. You see that? And when you go into this word trim here, real quick, they trimmed their lamps. Cosmeo.
Strong's G 2885.
Cosmeo. All right. For that word trimmed. All right. So it says, put in order, arrange, make ready, prepare. See, this is what the wise virgins are doing. Okay. These prophecies are coming to pass. The Lord has given us all these signs that determine the second coming. So we making ourselves ready. All right. We're putting off the old man. You know, we continue to fight the good fight of faith. You know, we pushing the ministry, pushing the work. You know, we're doing everything to make ourselves ready, man, cleaning ourselves up. You know, we're getting in order. To put in order, arrange, make ready, prepare it says an ornament, adorn, metaphorically to embellish with honor, gain honor. Right? We're making ourselves ready to be accepted of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, and Lord willing, we're worthy. Right? Let's get that too. Lord willing, we're worthy. Luke 21:36. Right? Luke 21:36, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always. This is what the wise virgins would be doing. We would be watching out for the prophecies, man, and praying always that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that should come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. That's it. All right. The bridegroom cometh, go you out to meet him. Man, finishing it out here. Matthew 25:7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. Verse 8. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are going out. Verse 9, but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. Yeah, because these guys has been playing with this word, that's been playing with the name of the Lord, misguiding the flock. Okay, when these things smack them in the face, as we're seeing here, they're going to have to get it for themselves. They're going to have to figure it out. Okay, you got a lot of guys in this thing that's bullshitting, that's really playing with their life, their salvation. The point, verse 10. And while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in. What does that mean? They received the salvation. They went up into the chariots, you know? It says, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. Ooh, man. Right? Come into the spiritual ark. I did a lesson on that. Come into the spiritual ark before the door closes on you. Stop playing around. Okay? Hey, these prophecies, they rolling, man. Okay? It says, afterward came also the other virgins saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. Right? What did they not do that in the time of the flood? All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushai sealed the doors of that ark. People were drowning trying to get on the boat. Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily, I say unto you, I know you not, man. And a lot of people are going to go out like that. Verse 13, watch therefore, right, as we just read, Luke 21:36, watch therefore and pray always. Matthew 25:13, watch therefore, for you know neither the day nor hour when the Son of Man cometh. Boom. So we're going to continue to watch out for prophecy. Okay, so let's go back. So we have the understanding on that there. All right. So reading this again, Revelation 19:7. Let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife have made herself ready. You see, the elect. Verse 8, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white. For the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. See, the victory. Verse 9, and he said unto me, right, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he said unto me, these are the true sayings of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Verse 10, and I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy, man. See that? So the testimony that we hold is faithful and true. Right? Let's get some more. Right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. See, we're speaking to the people prophecy, the truth, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. See that? The words that are written throughout the scriptures are faithful and true. None shall want or mate. You see? Fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee, man. So those that don't believe, okay, that doesn't matter. Okay? We're not going to let the incredulity of them trouble us that speak against us, because we got the truth. The hell would a nigga think right now, man? Prophecy's coming to pass, and the Lord is coming back to deliver his very elect. What the hell else matters? Okay? For all, verse 4, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's plain. You don't believe, you're going to die, man. How else can we put that? Verse 5, behold, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. That's it. And we in that time, man. Okay? So going back to the testimony, let me get another scripture on that. All right? This is Isaiah 43. Okay? It's Isaiah 43 in verse 8, and it reads, it says, bring forth the blind people that have eyes and the deaf that have ears, all right, spiritually. Let all the nations be gathered together, and let the people be assembled. Let the people be assembled. Who among them can declare this and show us former things? Let them bring forth their witnesses that they may be justified, or let them hear and say it is the truth. See? And who did the Lord raise up? His prophets. Verse 10. Ye are my witnesses. This is what Yahweh Shai said. Yahweh Shemel Shai. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and my servant whom I have chosen, that you may know and believe me and understand that I am he. Before me there was no power formed, neither shall there be after me. Verse 11. I even I am the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, and beside me there is no savior. Hey, we serve the true power. Okay? And through the true power, we hold the true testimony. All right? The declaration of these prophecies, the signs and tokens of the end, his name. All right? We'll get this word for witnesses to see what it says. All right. Yep. Witness, testimony, evidence of things. The evidence of what? The prophecies, man. Okay. You know, the Lord set up his prophets with the word, with the testimony. And the word is what pretty much authenticates that the scriptures are true. Things are happening. Right? Testimony, what testifies, bear witness against anyone, right? There you go. So having a testimony and being the witnesses go hand in hand. Right? Let's see, is there any more? Yeah, that's the point that I wanted to make. All right, let's get this too. This is John chapter 3, verse 33. It says, he that have received his testimony have set to his zeal that Yahweh Shemel Shai is true. You see? So those that have received the testimony of the Lord have set in his zeal that the Most High is true. Right? Let's get that in NLT. All right. Yep. Same verse. John 3 and 32. It says, he testifies about what he has seen and heard, but how few believe what he tells them. Okay. Verse 33, it says, anyone who accepts his testimony can affirm that God is true. See, this is how we know that the Most High is true. Through his words, through his testimony. We are the witnesses. Going back, John 3 and 33, he that received his testimony have set to his zeal that the Most High is true. Verse 34, for he whom the Most High have sent speaketh the words of Yahweh Shemel Shai, for Yahweh Shemel Shai giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him. For the Father loveth the Son, and have given all things into his hand. He that believeth on the Son have everlasting life, and he that believeth not on the Son shall not see life, but the wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai abideth on him. Right. So like we read in 2 Ezra 15, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. The wrath of Yahweh Shemel Shai abideth on that individual. You see, because he don't believe. Right. 1 John 5 and 19, and we know that we are of the Most High, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. All right, under the subjection of the devil. Verse 20. And we know that the Son of the Most High is come and have given us an understanding that we may know him that is true. And we are in him that is true, even in his Son, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach. This is the true power and eternal life. There you go. So we have the understanding, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We hold the testimony, which is true, which is faithful and true, man. You see that? So let's move on. Oh, matter of fact, before I move on, let's read a little bit more, see if there's any more in this article. Okay, so those that are just tuning in, hey, we here, man. Biohacking humans People implanting CHIPs in hands and heads. All right, let's jump down where we stop at. Okay, so let's jump down. This is yeah, it says robotics used to be something like, okay, maybe you had a vacuum cleaning robot, you step over it, you move on. But now it's going to be everywhere, Lipson said. There's drones, there's drones. You're going to trust your life to a self-driving car. You're going to trust the life of your children to a robot. I mean, this is Salakia. This was unthinkable just a few years ago, and it's inevitable. Let's jump down. It says he decided to become a part machine. He decided to become a part machine by having CHIPS implanted inside both hands. He can now start his Tesla, open his home door, and in the future, even replace his wallet with the swipe of his hand. You see? That's the convenience that's being presented to the people. Like, this is the new wave. This is what you need. You got to have it. It's the new innovative way. Society is upgrading. All right, we're ascending now. You know, Salakia. It says, reading on. I wanted to be able to leave my house with no house key, no car key, no wallet, and still be able to carry out my everyday activities like I normally would, he added. Biohacking your own body opens up endless possibilities, you see? Right? That's those smooth words from the devil. But war was in his heart. Okay, this is what you got to do. We need to upgrade. This is how society advances. You know, biohacking your own body opens up endless possibilities. Right? This is the poison of the serpent, man. You know? It says, we're at the dawn of this, he said. It is slowly working its way up. It's the type of technology once considered sci-fi that may be working its way into your workplace. You see? Come on, man. And I'll post the article. All right. The testimony that we hold is faithful and true, man. So moving on. All right. So as this is coming to pass, as we see, here's another one. This is from the dailystar.co.uk. It says Kremlin officials warn you of guaranteed escalation to catastrophic World War III. All right. So Kremlin's officials and military leaders are telling you, look, that it's going to be a guaranteed escalation to catastrophic World War III. Okay. It's all happening at the same time. This is all the doing of the Lord, man. You see that? So as this prophecy is coming to pass, the missiles are being prepared. And we know that the chip had to be mandated, had to be mainstream first before those missiles take off. All right. The time of Jacob's trouble, all these different things are coming into fruition right before your face. And you still have niggas out there trying to argue about the scriptures not being true. That we don't have the truth. Criminal officials warn of guaranteed escalation to catastrophic World War III. This is the doing of the Lord, man. Right? Proverbs 21:1. Okay, Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Yahweh Shemawashai, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. All right. The Lord is operating the show. Okay. He's going to put the spirit on them to push the button. The troops are gathered up. The brother Yashalam posted the video of how all the nation's militaries are now beginning to gather up in the Middle East, in the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. It's going down. All right. It says, after NATO officials said a Russian nuclear response would lead to an intervention, a Russian nuclear response would lead to the intervention of Ukraine's allies, Russia has once again warned that meddling from the West would spark World War III. Okay. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be burning in fuel of fire. All right. World War III. Let's read a little bit more. Okay, it says, let me see if I can make it bigger. Bear with me. It says Russia has eerily warned that the world that global carnage would ensue if Western allies of Ukraine continue to meddle in their conflict. They said World War III would be sparked if the West continued to intervene, and if a nuclear war was to occur, it would be, quote unquote, be catastrophic for all mankind. Should NATO approve Ukraine's bid to join its organization, a top Kremlin official threatened global destruction. All right. So there's no more to read on that. All right. I've been going into this for the past week. Okay. It's going down, man. Revelation 11. Okay. Prophecy, baby. Revelation 11. Yep. Revelation 11 and 11, it says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, which is the elect, the spirit of life. Okay. After that 350-year period, of the acknowledgement of Israel basically being dead in the earth. All right. Us not knowing who we are. Right. So it said the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. All right. And that's what's happening now. All right. The elect being raised up, the name of the Lord being the true name of Yahweh Shemel Shai being declared. Okay. Pursuant to Isaiah 13 and 2, the word has gone up to the gates of the nobles. All right. Esau's making moves to prepare to come against us because of the great fear that fell upon them. Amalek is being revealed of not being the true Israelites. Esau's empire is fallen. His power structure is going down. All right. World War III is prepared. The CHIP is here. You see how it's all happening at the same time? It says, verse 12, and they heard with a great voice from heaven saying unto them, come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Yeah, that's the elect getting beamed up on the chariots, which all the enemies of the elect are going to see it. And in the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, which represents America. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. It's going to be a complete destruction. And the remnant were affrighted and gave glory to the power of heaven. Verse 14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. Behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right. Guarantee escalation to catastrophic World War III. Prophecy. Moving on. All right. Here's another one. Okay. It says raped. It says rape is used in Ukraine as a Russian military strategy. UN. All right. And we've been telling you, man. Right. Once they had troops on the ground and these troops get unleashed. Okay. It was going to be a lot of carnage, rape, and murder. That's prophecy as well, too. Right. Matter of fact, let me get this. This made me think about that one in Isaiah 10. Because this is what we're telling 2/3, man. You jakes, you hard-headed, stiff-necked jakes out there that refuse to listen. All right. This is what the Lord is going to do. All right. It's Isaiah 10 and 5. It says, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger. All right. And the modern day Assyrian would be Esau. O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. I will send him against a hypocritical nation, which are you Israelites, and against the people of my wrath will I give them a charge to take the spoil. You see that? And to take the prey and tread them down like the mire in the street. So the Lord is going to allow Esau, all right, the modern day Assyrian, the rod of his anger, to tread you jakes down in the streets. So when this thing hits Jacob's trouble and you start seeing these troops, these foreign troops, these are the type of scenarios that are going to go down, man. Okay, I'll post this too. You know, I'm not going to read through it. All right. But these troops are going to be raping. They're going to be spoiling. You see that? There's one in Isaiah 13 too. Bear with me. Everything that's being presented right now is prophecy, man. Okay. Bear with me 1 second. I think it was Isaiah 13. If I can't find it, I'll go to the next precept. Yep, Isaiah 13 and verse 16. Isaiah 13 and 16, it says, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. All right. And that's going to happen. All right. With them foreign troops. Time of Jacob's trouble. When it's total chaos in the streets. Okay. Because remember, we're at the height of war. Okay. You're going to see an invasion. Right. So that's the prophecy. I'll just read this real quick. It says, rape and sexual assault attributed to Moscow's forces in Ukraine are part of a Russian military strategy and a deliberate tactic to dehumanize the victims. UN envoy Pramila Patten told AFP in an interview, man, this is heavy. All right. These troops are going to be raping and pillaging, man. You see, read it again. Isaiah 13 and 16. Their children shall also be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled. Their wives ravished. You see? And look, we got to read on. And it follows up with Babylon will fall to the Medes, the Russians. Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. You see? Their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity on the fruit of their womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You see? Come on, man. Right? Ezekiel, here's another one. All right. Here's another point. This one is in Ezekiel chapter. All right. Ezekiel chapter 23. All right. Let me get that real quick. I know it's in Ezekiel chapter 23. Am I there already? Yep. Ezekiel chapter 23 and verse 23. All right. And it reads, it says, the Babylonians and all the Chaldeans, Pekod and Shoa and Koa, and all the Assyrians with them, all of them desirable young men, captains and rulers, great lords and renown, all of them riding upon horses. These are those troops. All right. This could be tied to those foreign troops that are going to invade. Verse 24 says, and they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons and wheels. Yeah, them tanks, them MRAPs. All right, them planes, them copters. You see? And they shall come against thee with chariots, wagons, and wheels, and with an assembly of people. Right? The army, the host, them soldiers, which shall set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about. Them troops, man. Martial law. Right? Which shall set against thee with buckler, set against thee buckler and shield and helmet round about. And I will set judgment before them, and they shall judge thee according to their judgments. You can't make this up. Rape is part of a Russian military strategy. Okay? Reading on, it says, Salakia, let's go back. The Lord said he was going to allow them to judge thee according to their judgments. Okay? Verse 25. And I will set my jealousy against thee, and they shall deal furiously with thee. Okay? They're not going to spare anybody. They shall take away the noise, thy nose and thy ears. Excuse me. They shall take thy nose and thy ears, and the remnant shall fall by the sword. And they shall take thy sons and thy daughters and thy residue shall be devoured by the fire. Man. They shall also strip thee out of thy clothes and take away thy fair jewels. You see? That's rape, robbery, and pillaging, man. He's going to allow them to judge you according to their judgments. The Lord said that his people were going to be trampled as the mire in the streets. Okay? For all you rebellious niggas that don't want to listen, that think this is a game, man. This is very serious, man. This is the end. This is the Lord's wrath and judgment, man. Okay? Verse 27, Ezekiel 23, and verse 27, it says, Thus will I make thy lewdness to cease from thee, and thy whoredom brought from the land of Egypt, so that thou shalt not lift up thy eyes unto them, nor remember Egypt anymore. All right, the point, it says, For thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Shai, I will deliver thee into the hand of them whom thou hatest, into the hand of them from whom thy mind is alienated. And they shall deal with thee hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and shall leave thee naked and bare. And the nakedness of thy whoredom shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and thy whoredoms, man. So this is the judgment, man, for all the wickedness, man. All the stuff that Jake has been promoting, the deaf culture, you know. Let me see. Hold on. I said I wasn't going to read anymore. I'm just looking through it. Ooh. Salaki, I got to read it. It says, the United Nations has verified more than 100 cases of rape or sexual assault since the beginning of the war. Patton said the first cases were reported just, quote, 3 days after the invasion of Ukraine. All right. So after the first 3 days of the invasion of Ukraine, hundreds of cases of rape and sexual assault were reported from those troops. All right. It says on February 24th, she added, referring to a UN report released in late September. Here we go. It says the report confirmed crimes against humanity committed by Russian forces, and according to the gathered testimonies, the age victims of sexual violence ranges from 4 to 82 years old. Nobody is getting spared. Patton said the victims are mostly women and girls, but also men and boys, she added. You see that? That's the judgment of the Lord, man. And that's going to come here to Babylon when them soldiers invade, man. The Lord not playing. All right. It says there are many cases of sexual violence against children who are raped, tortured, and kept hostage, she said. But the reported cases are only the tip of the iceberg, she added. Right? Because this shit was probably gruesome. We just read that the Lord was going to allow them to judge them according to their judgments on how they feel, on what they want to do. The Lord is going to give these devils the green light to start getting busy. All right? Not sparing anything. Spoils of war. It is very difficult to have reliable statistics during an active event, during an active conflict, and the numbers will never reflect reality because sexual violence is a silent crime that is largely underreported. Yep. I'll post this too. This is heavy, man. All prophecy. All right. So the point was made there. All right. Here's some more. All right. It says, it says rising prices to gobble up Americans' Thanksgiving budgets, man. So people are through out here, man. All right. Hyperinflation. People are barely making it. All right. And the struggle is going to get worse as we go on into 2023. All right. I don't even have to read this. All right. You already understand. We'll leave it right there, man. All right. I just wanted to make those points there. You know, we'll finish out with this last scripture. Okay. Punishment for wickedness foretold. This is Ezekiel chapter 7. Starting at the top, it says, Moreover, the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, came unto me, saying, Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shem Shai, unto the land of Israel. And the end is come upon the four corners of the land. All right. This is the end of Babylon, man. And this message and warning is to you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics. Okay? An end is come. An end is come. It has come upon the four corners of the land. All right? Let's get ready to go down, man. Read it on. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel. End is come. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. And now the end is come upon thee. And I will send my anger upon thee. And I will judge thee according to thy ways. And will recompense upon thee all thy abominations, man. So Jake, you wicked 2/3 Israelites are getting ready to be rewarded by the Most High, man. And it's going to be ugly. As some of the things that we're reading here. It says, and my eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, as we just read about those soldiers. But I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thy abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, man. So this judgment is going to be so crucial. You're going to know that it was executed by a divine power, a higher power. It's going to be that bad, man. Okay? Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, an evil and an only evil, behold, is come. And end is come, the end is come, it watcheth for thee, right? The end is watching for you. Behold, it is come. Phew, man. Verse 7, the morning is come unto thee, all that dwelleth in the land, the time is come, the day of trouble is near. Yeah, the time of Jacob's trouble. All right? The day of trouble is near. Okay? That's clear. Okay? The day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish my anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee for all thy abominations. And my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways, and thy abominations that are in the midst of thee. Ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, that smiteth. All right. So the Lord repeated this twice. All right. The Lord is guaranteed to bring this punishment for wickedness foretold. You see? So that's pretty much it, man. We'll leave it there. All right. The Lord has not came short of delivering these prophecies, man. And ultimately, we hold the testimony, man. Bottom line. All right. So, hey, I pray that this lesson was edifying to all those that tuned in. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth, and double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David, the elect, that's pushing his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. Hey, shalom.